Hello, land seekers. If you're looking for land, you're in the right spot because on this video, we have 48 properties, all with owner financing. What does that mean? It means that the owner will finance the land for you so that you don't have to worry about a bank, a credit check, mortgage, any of that other stuff. And let's go see what we can find in our 48 properties today. Our first property up is in Izard County, Arkansas. Here we have almost a 0.4 acre property. Cash price on this one is $2,200. With $100 down and $100 a month for 21 months. Now, this is what I call a Ben Franklin property. Why is that? Well, it's simple because, well, the monthly payment and the down payment are each less than $100 a month. Okay. So how do you learn more about it? It's simple. Right over there, I have a QR code that you can scan that will take you to the listing where you can get all of the details, the property information, the taxes, whatever you want to your heart's desire, go do it. Now, if you don't want to scan the QR code, no worries. You can also type in the property number by going to elmoto.ws. That's a short code. That's not the actual website. It takes you to where you want to go, though. And the property number for this property is 341543. When you get to the property, guess what you get to do? You get to interact with it. You get to ask questions of the seller. Contact them. Ask questions away and see if it's a right fit for you and for your family and what you're trying to accomplish here. All right, but look at this. Izard County, yeah, nice property for $2,200. That is the whole cash price, $2,200. So check this one out. Again, property number is 341543. Next up, also in the same county, is a 1/4 acre lot, $3,400. Again, a Ben Franklin property for 34 months. This is property number 341530. Next up, also in Izard, now we have a 0.77 acre property. So about 3 times what we just saw. Man, look at the location to the lake. That's a nice deal there. Nice wooded lot, $84.95. $225 down and $225 a month for 48 months. This is property number 341522. Also in Izard is a 0.3 acre property. Cash price here is $24.99. Another Ben Franklin property at $99 down and $99 a month for 30 months. This is property number 341537. I got to tell you, old Izard County, Arkansas is not looking too shabby. So check that one out. Also in Izard is a 0.68 acre property. Cash price here is $7,000. With $150 down and then $142 a month for 48 months. This is property number 340458. Looks nice. All right, changing states now. We're going out to Arizona. Now we're in Apache County. This is a 1.22 acre property. Cash price on this one is $49.99. $240 down and then $135 a month for 48 months. You can learn more, hit the QR code, or this is property number 341541. One of the questions that people often ask when I change states like this is they'll look at a property in Arizona and they'll think, well, I don't know what to do with that one. I want trees. And what I always say is, look, if you don't know what to do with something, then it's not the right property for you. When you see it and you're like, yes, that's going to do it, then you know it's the right property for you or the right area. Okay. But look, every property, every location has its own unique benefits in what you're trying to accomplish. That's why I have the buckets. I call them the 4 buckets, because when you go to choose the property, you want to make sure that it aligns with your goals. The buckets help you to do that. Okay. All right. So here we go. Let's go to our next property. Also in Apache, 1.12 acres. Look at the trees. I like these trees. $13,000 with $250 down and $250 a month for 60 months. This is property number 341539. Cochise, Arizona, 0.37 acres. This one is $3,000 with $150 down and $118 a month for 24 months. Think about that for a second. In 24 months, you can own this land. All right, there you go. You got your GPS coordinates over there as well. Property number here is 324900. Mojave, Arizona. Near the Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon West, baby. 1.25 acres. $8,500. With $150 down. Okay, it's $149 down and $167 a month for 60 months. This is property number 339666. Next up, a 1 acre property also in Mojave. You're near Lake Mojave. $39.50 with $125 down and $125 a month for 36 months. This is property number 341573. Next up, also in Mojave, 1.25 acres. Cash price on this one is $8,088 with $99 down and $129 a month for 60 months. This is property number 320286. Okay, Mojave, check out the power poles there, baby. I should say power lines. 1.25 acre lot, $9,000 with $199 down and $189 a month for 18 months. This is property number 339383. Someone I know bought land out in this area. They were buying these 1.25 acre lots like you see on this property right here. And what they were doing was they were taking and then they were getting the shipping containers, and they were putting the shipping containers on the land, but they were digging down a little bit. Okay, so they were digging it down, so they were putting the shipping container in the slot, and then they were kind of building that out. They were taking these properties like these, okay, in Mojave, 1.25 acre lots. They were putting that infrastructure in there and then selling them and literally doubling their money. It was a really interesting thing. I don't know if they're still doing that or not, but there's so many different applications that you can do. You're only limited by what your mind can conceive is possible out there. I know other people that are taking properties like this, but over near the Grand Canyon, like the one that we said near was Grand Canyon West, and they're turning those into camping lots. 1 acre lot, they put up, let's say 8 little camping areas in there. They rent them out on like Hip Camp. These are ways that people are using this land. If you don't want to just use it for yourself, see, this is where this land really becomes valuable, is being able to connect with it, what you think is possible, and then going out and doing it. All right, Mojave, 0.14 acres. So we have a smaller buildable lot here, $38.50 with $95 down, $95 a month for 55 months. This is property number 341608. Mojave, 1.15 acres. $8,900 with $199 down and $199 a month for 60 months. This is property number 340902. Mojave, 2.33 acres. Okay, this is land raise, man. We see them every single week showing up here. $89.99 with 0 down. Come on, guys. People tell me all the time, it's not possible to buy land with 0 down. It is possible. It is on this channel, on landmoto.com, 100% possible. And then $218 a month for 48 months. This is property number 334877. Navajo, Arizona, 1.18 acres. That is a beautiful area right there. Snowflake, Arizona, $99.97. $9,997 with $199 down and $199 a month for 50 months. This is property number 340437. Santa Cruz, Arizona, half acre here, almost 0.6 acres, $79.99 with $250 down and then $217 a month for 58 months. This is property number 303081. Apache, Arizona, 1.16 acres. I'm not sure why this one's taken out of order. $49.95 with $199 down and then $99 a month for 60 months. This is property number 324427. Change in states. Going to the, I coined it, the Library of America, Modoc, California, that Northern California, Southern Oregon area. It's always so quiet over there. Nobody really talks about it. Properties come in on this channel. They're here for a week and then they disappear because you guys like them and you want me to zip it. The sellers want me to talk about it. You want me to zip it. I know you do. Look at this, because you're getting an acre of land in California, Northern California, for $8,900. Okay, $300 down and then $195 a month for 60 months. This is property number 341542. Here's another one. Okay, almost an acre, $76.50 with $199 down and $125 a month for 72 months. This is property number 330003. Next up, a 1 acre lot, also in the same area, $8,500 with $300 down and then $190 a month for 60 months. This is property number 340907. I want to jump to that zero, man. All right, changing states. We're going to Costilla, Colorado, 5 acre lot here, $6,500 with $200 down and then $122 a month for 60 months. This is property number 338941. The headline up there gives me a reason to pause. And it says, don't let this be the land that got away. And there's so many stories that I hear about people who want to buy land, but then they never pull the trigger because they're scared, because they don't know how to make it happen. I have to tell you, growing up, there was so many properties that I looked at even as a kid where I thought, man, someone should own that. I should own that. And specifically, the lot next door to where I lived growing up, there was a house on there that was condemned by the city. They tore it down. My friends lived there. They had to move out. The house gets condemned, and then it sits vacant. This lot sits vacant for decades. And one day I called the city. I said, hey, how much to buy the land? I was 18 years old. How much to buy the land? And they said, oh, it's $3,000. I didn't have $3,000 at 18 years old. I didn't have it. It seemed, you might as well just said $3 million. It was the same number to me. Now, what if the city would have said, oh, wow, it's $3,000 and, it's $100 today and $100 for, the next 3 years? No problem. I would have done it. But see, I didn't have the money, so the land slipped away. And it sat vacant for literally decades, that land did. Finally, it did sell to a builder who turned around and built a new home on there, which last I drove by that neighborhood, the house was thriving. But the story is that so many times we see properties and we want to do something with it. We want that for ourselves, but we don't know how to do it. That's the value of owner financing. So I agree with this headline. Don't let the land slip away from you. Don't let the financing piece of it hold you back, because anything is possible. And I hope that that's what you're taking away from seeing these opportunities here on this channel. All right, next up, Costilla, 5 acres. Here we go, $15,950. Look at the area. I mean, I want you to think about this one for a second. I know my picture's in the way here, but look at this. You've got right there in the lower portion of the picture, you've got a Jeep. Yeah, that is a Jeep. You got nice road access in there. It's dirt road. Above the yellow line, I don't know if you can see it. I can see it when I look over to the right screen that I have right here. On this line that's over here, you can see a nice structure up there. Someone's building up there. Okay. This is a nice area. 5 acres with trees in the mountains. $15,950 with $500 down and $295 a month for 72 months. You can learn more about this one by going to property number 341595. Costilla, 5 acres, another 5 acres. Lots of these are 5 acres in Costilla. This one is $6,000. Now, why is this one $6,000 versus the last one we saw $16,000? This is in the valley. That's in the foothills. The mountain views way up higher are going to be more pricey. That's the way that it works. $50 down and then $99 a month. This is a Ben Franklin property for 60 months. This is property number 337661. And I will give props to this seller because I want to applaud them, because when I'm doing the quick math real fast, and I've seen this a few times already, I didn't mention it, but I will here. 60 times 99 plus $50 equals $15,990, according to my quick math in my head. And as a result of that, this is a true true 0% interest loan. So congrats, props to the seller, because they are nailing it with the numbers, I think. Okay, that's what I like to see. All right, Costilla, 2.53 acres, cash price $74.99 with $299 down and then $120 a month for 60 months. This is property number 328856. Costilla, 5 acres here, $7,500 with $169 down and $169 a month for 60 months. This is property number 341470. Another Costilla, 5.38 acres. Cash price on this one is $8,600 with $190 down and $190 a month for 60 months. This is property number 341408. Costilla, 15 acres, baby. 15 acres. $22,000 with $399 down and $399 a month for 72 months. My quick math is telling me that that's adding up. I think it is. You guys tell me if I'm wrong. Property number on this one is 333694. Costilla, another 5 acres. See, I told you these things were 5 acre lots. $5,000. You're in the valley. You're near the Rio Grande River. Nothing wrong with that valley. It's a Ben Franklin property with $100 down. Okay, $99 down and $99 a month for 79 months. And this is what I'm saying. This is where I want you to negotiate. Okay, I call this out not to say that the seller is wrong, because the seller is not wrong in their pricing. That property price is probably closer, well, to the $8,000 that they're asking for in the terms. They're giving a cash discount, though, is what they're doing. But I want you to negotiate. Break out your negotiation hat, man. Negotiate the numbers. They're all negotiable when you're dealing with the seller, and that's one of the beauties of owner financing as well. All right, changing states, going to my home state of Florida, Charlotte County, Florida, quarter acre lot here, $17,995 with $299 down and $295 a month for 84 months. This is property number 328729. I got to tell you, I saw a guy on Instagram who's calling people in this area, and he's offering to buy properties at this price. I kid you not. He's offering to buy people's land for that price that you see right there. Why is he doing that? Because he said in the video, I'm turning around and I'm selling them to builders and adding $5,000 to $10,000 onto it. The reason I tell you that is because it's easy to look at that number and go, ooh, but I can show you the guy on Instagram who's paying that price to turn around and flip the land. So you're right there. You're walking into potentially $5,000 to $10,000. Check it out. Property number is 328729, Putnam County, Florida. This is up near between. Let's just call it near St. Augustine. Quarter acre lot here, $10,000 with $299 down and $225 down and $225 a month for 72 months. This is property number 341416. Quarter acre lot here. No HOA, baby. You got to love those HOAs. In fact, I read the other day that Florida wants to do away with the HOAs. I don't know if that's legit or not. They want to do away with property taxes too for properties that you live on. That's pretty cool. $69.95 with $0 down and $499 a month for 16 months. I got to tell you guys, I don't love the 16 months. That doesn't mean it's a bad deal. Negotiate it. Get that monthly payment down. Get the terms extended. You can do it. This is property number 335359. Putnam, 0.43 acres here. All right. Those are some wild glasses she's wearing. 14,500 with $749 down and $289 a month for 72 months. Power is there. This is property number 327877. Quarter acre lot here, 10,400. Man, they are beating. These sellers are beating on the fact that there's no HOA. 200 down and then $190 a month for 84 months. This is property number 3405. Let's do it again. 340650. Luna, New Mexico. 3 connected lots together, totaling 1.5 acres. The reason I like when there's double lots together is because it gives you options. Option number 1 is that you have the ability to build on one of them. Okay, it doesn't matter which one you build on. You can build on one of them. That means that you retain the rights to the others that you can eventually sell in the future. So you have this one. That means that you have 2 that you can sell in the future should you want to. And as land goes up in value, you're making an investment today where your property could eventually be free. How do you learn more about it? Property number is 339983. Luna, New Mexico, 1 acre here, $29.99. $79 down and $79 a month for 48 months. Here you go, Ben Franklin lot. Property number here is 341613. Okay, that's cool. All right, Sorrento, New Mexico. No, not Sorrento. Socorro, New Mexico. 5 acres, man. $11,000. People complain all the time. These lots are too small. We've had a 5 and we had a 15. Let's see if we can go higher than that today. $11,000 with $220 down and $220 a month for 50 months. This is property number 341414, Valencia, New Mexico. Half acre here. Power poles, baby. Power poles, $24.65. That's it, $24.65 with $94 down and $64 a month for 48 months. This is property number 341264, Elko, Nevada, 10 acres. All right, look at that truck out there. Imagine driving your truck out to your lot like that. 10 acres, $11,895 with $200 down and $200 a month for 60 months. This is property number 317396. This picture right here reminds me of some land that my dad bought back in the 80s, like late 70s to 80s. He bought 20 acres and he had a pickup truck. And I remember going out to the land with him to see it. It was in Florida, 20 acres. And there was no fences up. It was just, land like this with some dirt roads. We drove the truck up there. We got out. We walked through the land. Me and my kid cowboy boots. And I don't know. My dad had a dream of being a cowboy and growing crop, which he eventually did. He grew some watermelon. But that land also brought me digging post hole fences, put in post hole, tool to dig the holes, man, and the barbed wire. I hated every minute of it. See a picture like this, it reminds me of it. All right, property number is 317396. Another 10-acre lot, $15,600 with $150 down and $257 a month for 60 months. This right here is property number 335729. Another 10 acres, man. And it says there's a gold claim on it. No rules, no competition. All right. I don't know. You got to go figure this one out. $17,000 with $200 down and $200 a month for 84 months. I do know that there's gold on the land up there. I mean, I've seen pictures where people have bought land and they've sent me a picture and they're like, I found gold on my land. All right, cool. Property number here is 340597. Now we're going back to the Library of America, 1.6 acres. Cash price on this one is $19,995 with $200 down and $359 a month for 60 months. This is property number 340935. 5.4 acres in Klamath, $39,599 with $999 down and $450 a month for 86 months. I rarely see 5 acres in Costilla. Normally they're smaller than that. They're like an acre, maybe 2 acres. 5 acres, unheard of. Property number here is 341549. And I bet you I don't see this one on this channel next week. All right. Where are we going? Hardeman, Tennessee, 0.31 acres. Cash price $89.95 with $200 down and $186 a month for 60 months. This is property number 341548. Okay, that's a good one. El Paso, Texas, a third of an acre here. $1,900, man. I'm telling you, you cannot buy land. You can buy land pretty cheaply, okay? $1,900 with $0 down and $111 a month for 20 months. This is property number 337946. Hudspeth, Texas. I told you guys last week when I saw this one, for 23 acres for $20,000, this was a steal because I know people that are selling these things for $36,000. You're walking into $16,000 worth of equity for only $349 down and then $290 a month for 120 months. This is property number 341603. Marion, Texas, 0.19 acres. Cash price $71.20 with $519 down and $193 a month for 48 months. This is property number 336868. Polk, Texas. My 2 guys on a boat is back. Here we go. You're 1 hour from Houston. Come on. Imagine for a second, 1 hour from Houston with a property near a lake. 10 years from now, what is the price of this land going to be? $4,200? I think it's more than that. So how do you deal with this one? It's $199 down and then $200 a month for 25 months. In 2 years, you can own this thing and it's all yours. This is property number 307061. All right. We just went through 48 properties, all with owner financing. Again, do not let financing stop you from living your dream, because there's over 13,000 listings on landmodo.com ready for you with owner financing in like 42 different states. Go to landmodo.com. I want you to keep your land search journey going. Check out this video here, because that's where I'm going to see you next.